Last year you may remember I built myself a guitar so I could start learning to play. I've got a long way to go before what I'm playing sounds tolerable, but I think I'm getting better day by day. I decided to have a go at building myself a second guitar, and with good reason. In 2019 at Makers Central, Crimson Guitars had a stand there, and as the plans from this guitar was purchased from Crimson, I thought I'd take it along for them to have a look at. I asked them not to hold back and to be brutally honest. Turns out that it's actually not that great, with many obvious mistakes. When I compared it with some guitars that they'd made, I could immediately see and feel the difference, and was almost embarrassed that I brought it along. But I did ask for their honest opinion, and they showed me where to make the improvements. Because this was my first guitar, I didn't want to alter it. I'd rather leave it as it was as a reminder of how the guitar looked, and look at building a second, more improved guitar. Most of the issues were with the neck profile, but the body was slightly misshaped too. So like I did on the last guitar, I glued up some pieces for the neck and decided to use up some old worktop for the body. Using Vectric CNC software, I decided to add a personal touch to the guitar by adding my business name into the body. Problem was, I got so involved in trying to get the lettering right, I forgot about improving the shape of the body and reused the same vector shape as I did last time. Can I also wish everyone all the best for 2020 and give a special thank you and shout out to my first patron. At the end of the video I've added a short clip about myself joining Patreon, and this coming year I may have 1 or 2 projects I'll be making and giving away to Smugwood patrons, as well as the yearly prize draw giveaway. Anyway, I decided to carry on with the project and machining everything the same way that I did on the previous guitar. And like last time, because the CNC cutters weren't long enough to cut all the way through, I used the bandsaw and flush trim to shape on the router table. I then filled the lettering with black Milliput and all seemed okay, until I started sanding. There was a small blemish in the oak near the bottom of the body and I got fixated on trying to remove it when really I should have left it alone. That, combined with not resting the body on the bench when sanding, resulted in a huge divot at the bottom end of the guitar body. Whilst not major, I know that if I handed this over to the guys at Crimson they'd spot it straight away, and that made me decide to call it a day with this one and go back to the drawing board, so to speak. I'm still planning to build my second guitar, but I want it to be absolutely perfect, and this one unfortunately wouldn't be like that. But all's not lost though. I've used the pieces that I've glued up for the neck on something special that I'm working on, which I'm hoping to finish real soon. So unfortunately I made a mess of this one, but it's all a big learning curve and hopefully I'll make a better job next time. Prior to making the videos on YouTube, I worked as a firefighter for nearly 20 years, serving my community and helping to save lives and promote the fire safety message. Unfortunately, an accumulation of many upsetting scenes became too much for my mind to cope with, and after years of failed therapy I was retired from the service on the grounds of ill health and signed off medically from any employment. To keep myself busy, both body and mind, I developed an interest in woodworking and car mechanics, and with already having a hobby in filming and music, I combined my interest and started making videos here on YouTube, filming, editing and composing my own music for my woodworking and car restoration channels Smugwood and Smugwood Mini. Unfortunately, to produce such videos comes at a price, and with minimal funds after being retired from employment, I've turned to Patreon to see if there is additional support out there which could allow me to continue making the woodworking and car restoration videos. In return for support, there are various levels which are explained in more depth at the Patreon link below, but includes the chance to win one of my YouTube projects made throughout the year, and also inclusion into random prize draws open to patrons only. In addition, I'd like to thank everybody who already subscribes to my channels, or watches, comments, likes and shares them, as it all goes to help support my channels, and for that I'm really appreciative. It's my hope that I can continue making the videos for the foreseeable future. Thanks once again for your continued support.